time, Edie. Texas not the only state, of course, targeting California, which has become a battleground for businesses. And tonight, in part 2 of our exclusive special report from Arizona, KCRA3's Mike Lurie shows us why some companies have already said goodbye to California.
We can deliver the mayors, we can deliver the CEOs, we can deliver the legislative support.
Barry Broom is actively recruiting chief executives from California companies and luring them to Arizona, a land of lower taxes. Broom's Greater Phoenix Economic Council is flying in CEOs from 24 companies that have already committed to leaving California.
Yeah, you start sending the wrong message to those folks, and they start voting with their feet.
Dave Albertson is one of those folks. He just moved his marketing and technology company from California to Arizona, where he likes doing business in this Scottsdale office park.
Well, certainly when we were weighing the pros and cons, the operating costs and some of the benefits of Arizona looked favorable.
The Greater Phoenix region grew by 50,000 jobs last year. Meanwhile, many California companies are thinning their ranks. Chevron is moving 800 jobs from their Bay Area headquarters to Texas. Waste Connections shifted more than 100 jobs to Texas from Folsom. And other California firms are also on the move. Business relocation expert Joe Vranich has been counting.
I tracked for 2011 the 254 companies of all sizes and shapes and kinds left the state for primarily other states.
And why are they leaving California?
Companies leave for 3 primary reasons: high taxes, excessive regulations, and the threat of really ridiculous lawsuits.
And they are leaving for places like Arizona, a state that means business. Arizona is big on streamlining business regulations and cutting through bureaucratic red tape. And here in Phoenix, the emphasis is on granting business permits very quickly. Arizona's fast-track permitting allows certified architects and engineers in Phoenix to get building permits in a single day. By contrast, Dwayne Woods will tell you that California's process is painfully slow. As the former executive at Waste Management, the largest recycling company in the world, Woods moved his regional headquarters from California to Arizona.
We started trying to permit a major recycling facility in LA, at an old landfill site, mind you. That site is still not permitted to this day.
How long has that taken?
Over 10 years.
And after a decade, there is still no facility in California. Yet it took just 2 years to build the same plant in Arizona.
If you took a whiteboard and said, how can we make it difficult? How many agencies can we layer on? California's as complex as it can be. It's not an employer-friendly state to that, and it's to that end, it's more difficult, definitely more costly to operate in.
Of all states, California ranks dead last for policy friendliness, with key negatives for high taxes, high workers' compensation costs, and high electricity costs, according to the most recent report from the Small Business and Entrepreneurship Council. But the Brown administration denies that California is bleeding jobs to other states. 254 companies have left California since 2011. What's your response to that?
Well, we know that businesses are concerned about tax policy, but at the same time, Mike, I have to tell you, we see companies all across the state that are coming here, that are expanding here. Great names like Caterpillar, Amazon, Samsung, Sutter Health up here in the Sacramento area, VSP in the Sacramento area.
But the former executive of Waste Management believes it's too little, too late.
Denial is not a strategy.
Well, Arizona has placed a moratorium on future regulations for business. Meanwhile, the California legislature is now considering a bill that would add yet another paid holiday for state workers. The contrast exemplifies how Arizona and California have very different core values when it comes to business and labor.
Your special reports have looked at businesses, but what about just population numbers? California has always been seen as a magnet, people moving here from other states. Is that still happening?
Actually, the opposite is now true, where California has net exported close to 100,000 people. Most of them moved in, according to the latest census figures. The prime destination is Texas. Arizona is second, and we'll show you tomorrow how Arizona's top universities are playing a very critical role in this campaign.
Okay, we'll look forward to that, Mike. Thank you.